So today we're going to talk a little bit about evaluating websites with the CRAAP test. If I decided that I was going to do a paper on nutrition or on healthy eating, I could Google something like nutrition information sites. And this website is something that pops up on the first page of my Google results. So the first thing I'm going to look at under the CRAAP test is the currency and how often this is updated. So usually you can find a copyright information or copyright date down at the bottom of the site. So here it says copyright 2018. So that's not too bad, right? That's pretty recent. It does tell me that maybe nobody's looking at this in like a on a very regular basis, but this information probably doesn't change a lot. So that's not a huge red flag for me. What is a red flag for me that I notice, and we're skipping down a little bit, but under authority, what we want to ask ourselves is who's the author of this information and who's sponsoring it and who's putting it out there. So right next to that copyright date, I find something called Condé Nast, which I don't even know what that is, but that doesn't sound like a nutrition scholar to me. So they do provide their information right here, and a link to this company that's sponsoring this site. So let's click on that and let's see what exactly this is that's sponsoring this. Okay, so when I click on this site, it becomes fairly obvious that this is not a nutritional scholar site. This is not a doctor putting this out. This is not, somebody that does their research about nutrition for sure. If I click up here, I can actually find that this is more of a shopping site or a pop culture site. So that's going to be a red flag as to the credibility of this site that we're looking at here. Another thing that I want to look at, and this goes back to the top of the currency, it says, are the links functional? Now, on this site, I've done a little poking around already in the interest of time, and the links are functional. The one thing that did jump out at me, though, is that if you want to use any of these tools, you're often prompted to sign up. It wants you to put your email address in. It wants you to become a member. And that's a red flag. There's a motive here. And it's not necessarily even a bad thing. It's just a warning that tells you that maybe this isn't the most scholarly site that you want to use, because they have a motivation or an agenda that's different than just providing this information to the public and providing sound information. They're trying to get consumers and get customers and get people to buy into whatever it is that they're trying to promote. You can see that again if you go to topics and you're looking at these different information here about nutrition. And if I click on this one, for example, when I scroll down and I get reading, I can actually start to discover that they're promoting a specific diet. This is an advertisement site for this diet. So again, it's not even that this information is wrong or that this diet is bad. It's just that this is probably not a scholarly objective source that you would want to use in your paper. So this all goes down, and I'm jumping around a lot in the interest of time, but this goes down again. Now we're at the end sort of to the purpose. And this site does have some redeeming qualities. And if your purpose is, just to kind of explore things on your own, learn some cool things about food, find some tools, find some interesting recipes that you want to try, then that's fine. So it's not just about the site's purpose, it's about your purpose for using the information. But if you're trying to write a paper about nutrition, or if you're trying to use this information for something that's very serious in your own life, such as a health decision or a medical decision, this may not be the right place to do that.